All right, baby, start over.
Or how I met your granddad.
No, just all of the things you just said.
Oh, well, spirits have to ask permission to come to see me. And the reason why I found that out was because I had asked God, well, I prayed to God and asked God to just give me a break for the spirits to come and see me every night because I needed some rest. I was tired. And I went to sleep, but your granddad came back to me and I mumbled under my breath like, I just want some rest, but I guess I'm not going to get that. So I guess I'm here to do my job. And even though I whispered, he heard what I said. He was like, he said, I'm only back because I asked for permission. I said, what do you mean? He said, we spirits have to ask for permission to come to you. He said, but after I'm gone, one of them will be coming back for tonight.
Can you speak up?
He said after he was gone, after he left last night, he said, won't nobody be coming back. They won't nobody be coming back tonight. So, in other words, he was coming to tell me the rest that he had to tell me, and then he left. So, didn't no more spirits come back because they have to ask permission. So, I guess them asking, can they come to me? God just told them basically, no, you have to wait. So, didn't no more spirits come to me last night. So, spirits have to ask for permission to come and see me. So, not all spirits. At first, they all come to you like once they realize that you can talk to them or see them, they all try to see who can come first. But when it start to get, I guess, overwhelming or it's like too many at one time, God basically lets them know that they can't come. And then the ones that come to Him, they have to have a reason why they want to come to me. Like they just can't come to me just because, oh, she can talk to me, so let's go have a conversation. They have to have a purpose of why they're coming. Even spirits have purpose. Even though they're gone, they still have a purpose. So, but yeah, that was basically it. They have to ask permission to come to me.
Okay, now what was the message my grandfather gave to give my grandmother?
That he loves her and he miss her. But I guess because that's the house that he was last in, he he brought me to that house and he just basically wants her to know that he loves her and he misses her and he can't wait to taste her lemonade again.
Well, I don't know. I think he wanted you to describe that house because that's a house I know. That's a house my grandmother knows. So we definitely know who you're talking about. Even though you gave us the name Aaron Coleman, I mean, we would know just off his name.
Right.
But by you describing the house that they lived in, they had that house built. So that really was their house.
Mhm.
The house for the first time ever has a new owner, and that's my uncle. Their son
Mhm.
now owns that house and
Oh,
lives in
okay.
it. But okay, okay. So, right.
Who? When y'all was little, y'all had a tricycle. Who you pushed off the tricycle?
I don't remember pushing nobody off the tricycle, but it was probably my baby sister Nicole. She said I do her so wrong. She said I did her so wrong when we was kids. I don't remember that. So, so it must have been her because she the only one who didn't have a tricycle. Cause I had a red one, Jocelyn had a green one.
Yeah, it was a red tricycle.
Yeah,
Cause, like I said,
because
with
it
your
was
uncle,
mine. Well,
not
when I just think about it, it was my tricycle. I know that was my tricycle. So anybody that got on it, I would have pushed off of it, probably.
oh, like I said,
I mean, out of all my
we went like
cousins,
with your granddad. Like,
everybody was way older than me
mhm.
or younger than me.
Oh, okay.
So I was like the oldest of the youngest,
Mhm.
or the youngest of the oldest.
Mm,
Right.
mm, mm, mm.
All my cousins was at least 10 years older than me, or a year or two younger than me, or four.
But in this, the second picture, he pointed to you and your grandma, and he cried. And I asked him, what asked him? I asked him, what do you want me to tell him? And he just cried. He cried. And he said God has a plan for you if you
Hmm?
let him use you.
Who message is that?
That's what your granddad told me to tell you.
To tell me?
Yes,
To tell me what?
God has a plan for you if you let him use you.
Okay.
And he said to just, I'm trying to think, I want to word it right. And the reason why I asked you how he died, because in the spirit world he has a handkerchief or a towel. I think it's a towel, but he's coughing all the time and he's wiping his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And he had on some brown pants with a belt on,
Mm-hmm.
and he had on a white t-shirt underneath the shirt he had on. But the shirt he had on was like a line shirt, but it was white, but it was a lines like going vertical. And then he had a white shirt underneath, but it's a button-up shirt. And he has pretty wavy curly hair. But after I talked to him, he goes back to he starts smiling, and then he goes back and sit in the chair. I said, so you want me to tell them this?
You said what?
I was joking with him before I left. I said, you sure you want me to tell them this? He shook his head, yeah. He went on back to the chair.
So did he tell me how I'm supposed to let God use me? If it ain't even an if God want to use me, he just spared my life so many times.
Yep, that's what he said.
What you mean? That's what he said. What did he say?
He said, God has a plan for you. He wants to use you. He has spared you so many times. So when he said that, that's what I asked him. I said, you want me to tell him this? He said, why not? When he's when he was pointing to the picture, I said, who is this? And he said, the mud. I said, who is the mud? He gonna say, you sleep with him every night.
Wow.
So I'm like, oh. So I was like, he looked at me and started laughing. He was a nice old man. She must have made some slim and lemonade.